My name is Whitney Vizzini, and I'm an accounting major at Chandler-Gilbert. I grew up in Colorado Springs, Colorado. My family is from there, and I was raised and born there, and I moved to Arizona when I was 18. So when I started, I was very worried about juggling work and school. I wasn't sure if I was going to be having to work full-time, and I was funding my college education completely on my own. So I was worried about having to take out loans for school and then also having to work full-time. I originally started to go to Chandler-Gilbert Community College because I thought it would be a more affordable choice. I was a new student out of Colorado, so I did have out-of-state residency, and I thought it would be more affordable than starting at a university first. So I'd planned to come here just for 1 year, then transfer to ASU. But after coming here 1 year, I decided to stay 2 years and get my associate's degree, just because I loved the small ratio for students to professors. And I also just loved the small environment. I know that when I walk on campus, most of my teachers will see me and they greet me by name. I know so many peers from different other classes. And also becoming not just a commuter student, but getting involved in clubs really allowed me to get to know a lot of people, and then just the opportunities that I was afforded. I think I was put into leadership positions and opportunities that a lot of students may not see until their junior or senior year at a university, but I was able to experience those as much as my second semester as a freshman, and then also in my second year. So in the last 2 years, I've received 14 different scholarships. When I was given these scholarships and I applied and I received them, it allowed me to get involved on campus because I knew I wasn't going to have to work as much. So I knew I was going to be able to become co-president of Help Club. I knew I was going to be able to take on these leadership roles and really learn the curriculum and get involved as a CGCC student. And that way I wasn't going to just have to be working as much. Also, it took off pressure from paying for the extra fees, for the extra books that you'll need for your classes. So although Chandler-Gilbert is the most affordable option, you still have tuition and fees to pay for, and those scholarships allowed me to get through these 2 years completely debt-free. So some of those include where I applied for when I was in high school, and they transferred to the community college, and they were specifically targeted to students that were going to be applying for community colleges versus attending a university first. And then also other scholarships I received were from the Maricopa Community College Foundation, and also a lot of faculty scholarships. I think a lot of students are worried about the time it's going to take. I'm going to have to find these scholarships and then I have to apply for them, but I think most students don't realize that once you get a solid base template of this is what I'm involved in, this is what I participate in, these are my strengths and my weaknesses, and this is what my goals are, you're able to use a lot of those for a lot of similar applications, and then you tailor them to each specific application, but it doesn't take as much time, I think, as I thought it would. I think I would tell that a student, just as President Lujan has told me, apply, apply, apply. You never know who's going to be in the applicant pool. You never know if anyone applied for that scholarship. So I think sometimes students say, oh, I meet 3 of the 4 criteria, but that last point I don't meet. Should I still apply? And I would encourage that student to still apply, because you don't know if anyone else is in your same situation and no one has applied to the scholarship, and you might be able to receive it. Also, I think some students I've heard say, oh, but that person has done so much more community service than I have. That person has a better GPA than me. That person works at 2 jobs and I only work at 1. So they feel discouraged because they feel that another applicant that they know is applying for the scholarship has a better chance of receiving it. And I think that they should put that thought away and that they should just apply for the scholarship, because you never know who's in the applicant pool. My name is Whitney Vizzini, and I encourage you to apply for scholarships.